Hello everybody! So today for our video, we basically put together a Patreon montage of just stuff that we post on Patreon. So if you guys don't know for some reason, Erin and I have a podcast called Only Friends, and to kind of go along with it, we have a Patreon that is patreon.com/onlyfriends. And we upload our podcast early. We have a Discord link. We have like all these little fun things. And then we also post 2 bonus episodes a month on there for our Patreon users. And they're basically either you guys writing into us with problems, or am I the assholes, or something from Reddit you found. Usually it's your emails with your problems, and we like try to help as best as we can. Or sometimes we do episodes where I'll like dig through Reddit and find some like confessions or just crazy stories that we just discuss, and it's always a pretty fun time. Sometimes it's a little scary, but it's a good time. So yeah, what you'll see after this is just I put a bunch of clips together of stuff that's been on our Patreon. We've had our Patreon since our podcast, which is like May or June of 2021, I think. So yeah, there's a lot on there. If you aren't a part of the Patreon and you want to be, you can see everything we've ever posted. It's not like once you sign up, you can only watch what comes after you sign up. Like everything is there. We have a $5 tier and a $10 tier. And the $5 is the basic like early podcast, Discord link, bonus vlog footage, stuff like that. And then the $10 is the 2 extra podcasts a month that are, themed around advice or Reddit stuff. So, oh my God. So if you're interested, here's a bunch of clips from our Patreon. And we also have a part 2. It's a little bit shorter and just more like funnier moments on our Patreon that I'll post right after this. So I love it. It's a good time. We love podcasting. So here you go.
I mean, we can't solve our own problems, but we can definitely solve yours.
I, female 22, have been dating my boyfriend, Luca, male 23, since my senior year of high school. For a little context, Luca is infertile and the chances of us having kids are extremely low. I am well aware of this and it truly does not bother me. I have also never really wanted kids, especially at a young age. Luca and I are on the same page and we want to live our 20s free of the responsibilities kids bring. My family, on the other hand, does not agree with our ways of thinking. I am an only child and the only one left to continue our bloodline, my dad's words. We were having dinner and the conversation over dinner was going well until my mom and grandma brought up the conversation of marriage and kids. They asked when we planned to get married and we said it wasn't our main priority. Mind you, oh my God, they're so young.
I was going to say hello.
My mom's rebuttal to my statement was that she would cover any expenses, which also meant she would control everything. I said firmly, no, thank you, we'll wait. They also discussed kids and said we'd have to have them quickly because my fertile clock is ticking.
What?
24 years old.
Literally like. But you know what is disgusting? I had to throw away your toenail.
Carly, I literally thought, I like woke up in the middle of the night and I was like, oh, I think I left my toenail and I meant to text you and I didn't. I've been in a relationship for 3.5 years with my boyfriend. He is absolutely perfect in every way, but there is one problem.
Uh-oh.
His family.
Oh no, dun dun dun.
When walking back to my room through my hallway in the dark, I saw a black human-like figure against the kitchen cabinet. It was wearing all black, but I couldn't see its face. I completely froze and couldn't even scream. I quickly ran to turn on the lights and the figure was gone. Like that would not be my first move. Like it disappeared. I would not want to know what that shit is. I would run directly into my father's bedroom, turn on the lights.
I would turn on the light.
It disappeared. What if it was a person?
I don't know.
And then he was just like, boom.
I wouldn't think that quickly.
I'd be like, bye! Ah!
Well, what if this happened with Taylor? Something crazy happened. Would we stop listening to her? Like,
no.
I don't think I could.
No, I would. Artist and art separate.
But only for Taylor.
Yeah. Like if she murdered someone, I'd be like, I'm so sorry to that family and that person. And
anyway, stream Midnight.
They probably deserved it.
I know.
Just wait for the album. She'll come clean. Pretty straightforward. I got a lock for my 4-year-old's room. My son is only 4, but he's super in the collecting thing.
Into collecting things?
Yeah, it says in the, but yeah, I would assume into. He has autism. He has probably every single Monster Jam monster truck ever made. He has every single Marvel DC superhero action figure you could think of, and he's really into setting up these huge marble runs. Everything is organized and put away nicely, and my son likes to keep it that way. The problem is that every time my best friend's kids or my nephew comes over, they beeline it to his room and trash everything. Literally from ripping off legs to the action figures, ripping off tires to his monster trucks, and just trashing every single toy that they can get their hands on in general. I'm not even talking about just normal wear and tear. These kids are fucking like destructive, and they will destroy almost everything they put their hands on. The marbles end up all over my house and lost. He also has a collection of those squishy toys, and one of the kids literally will not keep their hands off of them and bites a hole in one every single time, ruining it. I used to go through his room and have to hide everything before they came over to try to avoid this, but I have literally had it at this point, so I told them they are no longer allowed in my son's room, period. They can play with the huge bin of toys that I have in the living room, or one of the hundreds of toys outside. Of course, it didn't go over well, and the kids started throwing a fit because they know what's in his room and the toys aren't good enough and they're bored. And my sister and best friend are both saying that I'm being too much and saying that they're just toys. But these toys are expensive. We spent hours building the marble run just for it to get torn down the absolute second they walk in the door. And after everyone's gone and the room is trashed and all his toys are broken and misplaced, he's really upset over it, rightfully so, in my opinion. They say I am teaching him not to share and to be greedy, but I disagree. I think they need to Oh my God, Jesus. I think they need to teach their kids basic respect for other people's stuff and not throw a fit when they can't have something. I would have a problem with them going in there and playing. I wouldn't have a problem with them going in there and playing with the stuff if they were even the least bit respectful about it, but proven time and time again they can't handle it. Now they don't want to come over with their kids because they think I'm being an asshole, and I honestly don't care. I also believe that you should teach your kids to share, but not everything has to be shared. You can have specific things to just keep for yourself. I'm just curious as to what everyone else thinks. Am I the asshole or no? I would love to read the comments on this post and show them to these women, because I can't imagine a single person was like, you're the asshole.
No.
This is crazy.
Who are these kids again? Like her friend's kids?
Her best friend and her sister's kid.
Okay.
I would love to know their ages, because
they sound like wild animals.
Ripping holes with their teeth?
Yeah, and like ripping the legs off of things and tearing apart the toys. Like, no, you have every right to put a lock on the door. They have toys outside. It's not like you're like, come over and it's Kim Kardashian's house with concrete walls.
Even if
nothing
it was,
going on.
yeah.
But yeah, even if it was, like, it's your fucking house. There's toys for them to play with. You're not teaching him how to share. He obviously is open to sharing because
the kids sound entitled.
Yeah, and they
like,
ruined
these
his
toys
stuff.
aren't good enough.
No, they should be punished.
Yeah,
like that is their punishment.
Also, it's really frustrating to me that the adults in the situation, like the sister and the best friend, aren't taking into consideration that this child has autism.
Yeah,
and I'm sure that like all of his things being displaced puts him on edge.
Yes,
and
it's probably really affecting
him. You never
him.
know like how that could have. Yeah.
If cops can check your window tint, they should also be able to check your headlight brightness. Too dark of window tint impedes the driver's ability to see. Cops check window tint, have a gauge and everything. Write tickets every day for tints that are too dark. Headlights, nah. They help one driver see super good. We drive in front or past one of these people, we are blinded. Yes. Who the hell is manufacturing these headlights? What regulations are in place to make sure that we as drivers aren't staring into the sun? This is, I don't know, is this like a new thing? I feel like over the past couple of years, I've been like, turn your fucking headlights off.
Yes.
And I'll go like this and stick my hand out. Hopefully they see and they know how annoying they are.
Yeah, and it's not even like the brights. Like that's just the way that
like
the normal
LED.
light. Yes. So I'm 24 years old and haven't really dated much. I guess I'm curious as to what the dating scene is like. I've talked to people for weeks/months, but never knew how to take it a step further / was afraid to. How do you know if it's something you want to pursue further or move on from? Sorry, this is like 3 questions. Love you guys. Okay. First question she said is, what is the dating scene like?
It totally depends. I mean, it depends where you are, first of all.
Yeah.
It depends how you meet.
I don't know what like the teens are doing these days. I don't know what the dating scene is like.
I don't know either.
Like, I feel like when I would go out when I was dating, but I wasn't, I was like never dating. Let's be clear.
Yeah. We're not daters.
No, I would just like hang out with my friends and then like meet people through my friends.
Yeah, that's the best. It's corny to frame photos of your wedding on your living room walls. Frame those photos in your bedroom where it's just you and your significant other. Don't place them in the living room, entrance, hallways, or basically anywhere where people can see them out in the open. Look, if I want to see your wedding pics, I would ask you. I shouldn't have to sit in your living room and have a big wedding portrait hanging on the wall, aiming right at me. It's just tacky. If I were to go back to Omaha and like go to someone's house that I'm friends with that is married, they're probably going to have a bunch of wedding photos and like live, laugh, love on their 100%. In their living room. Yeah.
When she gets into like the wedding part, I can be like, okay, yeah, I can see. I already have just a weird thing about having photos of people on your walls. I think it, like, especially if there's just eyeballs involved. I don't think anybody needs to be
Eyeballs?
looking at
In the country I live in, it's currently winter and we get a fair amount of snow, so my wedding was a winter-themed wedding. The color theme was forest green and gold. My dress was obviously white, and I chose the color of my bridesmaids' dresses to be forest green as well. Pretty. My maid of honor's dress was black, and everyone was to wear gold accessories. Gorge. I have this friend, we'll call her Kat, that I asked to be one of my bridesmaids. When we went dress shopping and I told them the color theme I was going for, Kat immediately expressed that she thought forest green was a bad choice. Eesh. She said she thinks it's not a flattering color and thought I should choose something different and more girly.
Oh my God.
I said no because my wedding was winter themed and I thought the color would go perfect with the theme. It's also your wedding. She
Literally.
suggested a pink, blue, even a red. I said no, but thanks for your opinion. She found out my maid of honor's dress was black and asked if she could wear black too. I said no, what the hell? Only my maid of honor is wearing black. I paid for all of the dresses. Immediately,
Wow.
like, I don't even have to
Wow.
finish the story to know that this goes on the
we're
asshole.
done.
Fast forward to wedding day, everyone's getting their hair and makeup done, and Kat shows up 30 minutes late holding a bag that looked like it had a dress inside. I asked her what this was for. She told me it was for later on at the reception if she got uncomfortable and wanted to change after pictures. I was like, okay, cool. Really nice bride.
I know, she's very chill so far.
So fast forward, we're all dressed and walking down the stairs because the ceremony is beginning in 30 minutes and we were going to take some pictures before. Kat is the last person to come down and she's wearing a black dress.
Oh my God.
At the time, I was preoccupied taking pictures with my parents, but my maid of honor came over to me and made me aware of the situation. I confronted Kat and asked her, okay, that maid of honor should have literally been like, get in your fucking
out.
green dress or leave.
Literally.
Like, don't bother the bride.
Whew.
I confronted Kat and asked her what was going on. She said she hates her bridesmaid's dress as the color is ugly and makes her look gross, so she's wearing black. I told her, please go back and change. She refused and started walking away from me. I said I'm going to ask her one more time. If she doesn't oblige, I'm calling security and kicking her out. She began yelling at me to fuck off, so I called security and asked them to please escort her out. She started making a big scene, yelling how I'm such a bitch, that I can't force her to wear anything, and that I'm a horrible, inconsiderate friend. The wedding went on, and it was truly amazing. Ever since the wedding, Kat has been blowing up my phone with texts saying some really nasty things and asking for the money back she spent on the black dress.
Oh, what?
Since it was a waste and she didn't get to wear
What
it.
a-
Is this a prank?
I know.
I just need to rant. My friends and I recently started a book club
Yes, I
at the
was excited for
beginning
this one.
of the year. Our goal
Same.
is one book per month, meeting up at the end of each month to discuss/answer questions. These friends of mine were so excited and thrilled to start this club, but can't even read one book in a whole month.
Oh, no.
They will complete TV shows, go out, etc., but not read a freaking book, but still complain that they have no time. They still want to meet up every month and still assign the next book. What?
But no one reads them?
Yes, this is not a book club.
Yeah, I would just not call it a book club anymore and find
Like,
people
it's-
who actually like reading.
Yeah, it's just like a friend's night.
Yeah.
I'm having an issue with my relationship with my boyfriend of 5+ years and could really use some advice. For lack of a better way to say this, my boyfriend doesn't tell me I'm pretty. It sounds so tedious, but it upsets me and, to be honest, confuses me. When I try to tell him that I wish he'd compliment me more the way other guys do to their girlfriends, he gets mad at me and tells me I'm trying to cause arguments and that nothing is enough for me. I don't know if it's me, but although he doesn't say those things about me, I've heard him say it about other girls, which is why I'm confused. I know I don't need others' validation, but it just feels like that's something he should want to do. I also know asking him kind of makes it not genuine, but I don't know why it bothers me so much or what to do. Am I wrong for wanting this from him? That's
No,
honestly
you're not
really
wrong.
sad. Here's the thing. You guys have been dating for so long, like going on 6 years, and I just feel like maybe he's like the spark isn't there, maybe.
I mean, I think either way, I think you have to bring it up. That is not okay.
Thank you guys for watching. Again, there's a part 2 up on our Patreon right now. So if you're interested, patreon.com/onlyfriends. And if not, we'll see you guys next week on YouTube. Bye.